Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. We are going to be attempting the GudaGuda Final Hananji Challenge quest, and I have a bit of a funny story in that I actually probably already accomplished this challenge quest. I was just doing a sort of simulation of it. I was playing it through, not even really caring if I won or not, and I actually managed, I think, to beat it. I had two Noble Phantasms lined up. He had not a whole lot of health left. I was on the final break bar. It took 30 turns, but because I wanted to show it off to you guys, I brought it here. Now, who knows if I'll be able to recreate that. I'm gonna go with this. So we are going to attempt this. So now, if I remember correctly, my plan was slightly different. I wanted to start with these two, but start with category in the front. Now, who knows how well this will work, because Abby was doing some good work with debuffs in the front. But we're going to try it this way, because I think category up front would be better, because she can start chopping through health a lot more. So I'm going to attempt to replicate my success. Hopefully I didn't screw myself out of completing it by quitting that boss fight because I wanted to come record it here on stream. But we're going to give it a go. Please let me know in the chat if there's any problems hearing me, or if you can hear me just fine. That would be much appreciated. We are going to attempt this. Got the plug suit in there because the stun and the switch is very important. It's always nice to use pre-Lost Belt mash too in Challenge Quest. Okay. Thank you. Oh boy. This is quite the boss fight, let me tell you. Alright, so start with our two defensive things. And attack up. Okay, so Reigns gets her thing off. You know what? We're going to start with the glory gained in the feet. Okay, yeah. And this. Waver and categories. We need to start building her some meter. Good, our huge defenses are holding pretty well. Let's try and get Waver a little meter. Okay. Now, unfortunately, a bunch of our defensive buffs are going to end right after this turn. So what we're going to do, this is a 20%? Yes, okay. And we're also going to put invincibility on Reigns, just so she can survive this next turn. We're also going to let Waver. Okay. How long is the cooldown on this? 6 turns? You know, that's fine. I want to make sure I get through this. So we are just going to Arts chain the heck out of this. Now this should burst through this because I've got the event CE on her. So she's doing a heck of a ton of damage. Yep, there we go. Now he's going to have almost like no damage for the next couple turns. Oh boy. Poor Waver's probably going to kick it soon. Well, we're just going to have to risk it. Look at that. Over 1,000,000 health, and he's got probably big damage reduction right now. Yeah, fair enough, no stars from that. Alright, we're going to stun him for this turn. Or do we want to stun him? Yes, actually. Okay. So. I'm so glad he's not debuff immune. See, he gains the dirt. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to use Waver's one buff here. And then we are going to switch Waver for Mash. Because Mash can tank this entire next turn, even with his Noble Phantasm. Oh, she may get a Noble Phantasm charge out of it. So we are then going to try and get Category some meter at the same time. She's our kind of our primary damage dealer here until Abby comes out. And Abby's only real thing is that she has a bunch of utility buffs, and she takes not a whole lot of damage because he is a berserker and she's a foreigner. Alright. Well, his hits really don't give Mash a lot of charge. It's kind of annoying. Alright. This should get us some charge on a few people. Look at that. No damage. Now, how long is my one turn left on the... I think I almost should save Mash's Noble Phantasm. And I think I'm just gonna... Because I want to chain the Noble Phantasms, I'm gonna wait because our defensive buffs last for one more turn. Oh, Samayi's almost bit it there. Now, he's got a lot of defensive buffs on him right now, but we are going to hit him hard in this next little bit here. So we are going to mash and then damage. Good evening, Adorka Bell. Sorry if I missed you there for a minute. I'm concentrating. This is a challenging challenge quest, to be sure. It's funny how many Lancers in this game have horses. Well, this is not going bad, I must say. We're doing pretty well, I must say. Alright, he's now in his final break bar, which means he has nearly 2 million health, which is a little ridiculous. Samayi is about to go bye-bye. I'm going to save that attack buff if we need to do a break chain, but we are just going to try and get meter for Kagatora again. I'm mispronouncing her name this entire time. Yeah, I did that ocean snake myself, Squishy Werewolf. It got a little hairy for a minute there. What I found was quite helpful. I used okay, there she goes. I had to use Ushiwakamaru as a single target rider with the event CE, which I max limit broke, so it was doing 200% more damage. If you're really struggling, let me know at some point in the next day or two, and I will put my Ushiwakamaru with that CE in my support list, and then you'll be able to use her, and she's very good for that quest, as long as you can keep her alive. Alright, so we've got... Ooh, Mash's Taunt and Invulnerable needs 2 more turns. So we're going to take a charge off. Yep, that'll buy us time. We're going to do the defense down. And then we're going to do... Alright. So we are just going to go to town here. You know what? Welcome to the chat, Mr. Kingdom Heartboy. Ooh, Kets could be very useful for that too. She's quite the beat stick and the single target, which is nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is looking okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do that single turn. Hopefully he doesn't. I can't remember if this boss has a charge on charge skill, because if he can Noble Phantasm right this turn, it may screw things up. But we're gonna risk it, and we are gonna try and build some meter for Kagatora. Okay, and he's going to Noble Phantasm, and Mash is going to tank that. What's that, Mr. Kingdom? Pardon me if I don't say the entire name every time, it's a bit of a mouthful. Alright, so we are just going to... Ooh, we got some good... Yeah, I noticed that as long as he doesn't use the random skill which makes him immune to mental debuffs, Charm, I think, would be a valuable strategy. The real obstacle is just being able to get through all his gosh darn damage. Ooh, okay, so this is going to be fun. I don't need that. I'm not going to use that. But I will do this. Try and get a little extra meter. I'm more just annoyed by the fact that his constant defense things are all unremovable. So Abby's Noble Phantasm can't just clear them away. I feel bosses having unremovable debuff or buffs is acceptable sometimes, but being able to spam them like this is a little annoying. I should have waited now that I think about it for the extra damage from using her arts buff on that. I should have waited. Oh well. I'm trying to get Abby's Noble Phantasm up too. I've seen a number of people post videos on like the FGO Reddit of 3 turns for this already. I unfortunately just don't have all the supports necessary for those kind of strats. So I just go for a mix of tricks and determination. Alright, our defensive buffs are probably going to be gone in a turn. But we've only lost actually 1 person. So, that's going fairly well. Okay, so you know what? I'd use it already. Try and build some meter here. It's very possible. There is a lot of creativity and cleverness in the FGO community for these things. My real question is, I imagine it would be alright to use Kagetora in a free-to-play strategy because she's a welfare servant, so why not? Oh boy. Okay, this is possibly not great. Right, we're gonna have to... Things are suddenly not going as well. Okay, that could have been worse. Now, I want Kagetora to survive this next turn, so we're going to have to use Mash's taunt a turn early, which may not result in her surviving that, but, you know. I'm also going to delay Abby's Noble Phantasm a turn because I'd like to chain those. That's a fair point. Most people attempting the challenge quest probably have Kagetora already up to quite a level by this point. Yeah, Mash was probably going to take that. Oh, now that's helpful. Uriel coming in from Okay, so we are going to chain these together. This might be it. This might be it. That's a very cute emote, Adorka Bell. I do love penguins. For those interested, I do have a craft essence on Abby that lets her ignore defense and have additional damage to berserkers, which is great on a foreigner, I think. Alright, that was not quite as impactful as I was hoping it would be. Yes, charmed him. Okay. And we're going to remove that charge. Oh, we can just stun him next turn, too. Let's try and get Uriel's Noble Phantasm going. Actually, how long does this last? I maybe should have done that. 3 turns, yeah, I'm going to do it this turn. Need to get that charge. I love Abby's Noble Phantasm. I am so lucky that I got her. Alright, Uriel. Do your thing, girl. I don't think Uriel can loop, but the more charge, the better. I think we're gonna do it, guys. I think we got this. Oh yeah, we're gonna be able to just to be sure, I want to try and get near. Oh, that feels good. No command seals required. I was able to do that now twice. I'm very pleased. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to replicate it. Oh. Well, thank you all for joining me for this challenge quest. I'm gonna get out of the stream and let this do its download thing. I did have dinner, thank you. I had to have an early dinner because I had a family Skype call, which is, I'm sure, a situation a lot of people are familiar with these days. I think the next time I'm probably going to be streaming is either Friday or Saturday of this coming weekend. Probably be doing just a chill stream where I talk about the upcoming stuff for the anniversary. And then we'll probably be streaming a lot on the anniversary itself, which is looking actually more like it's going to be Sunday now. There's a whole bunch of the memorial quests, and assuming they're on the day of, I'm going to probably stream and try doing some of those. Those look like a lot of fun. So, if you're interested, tune back in for those days, and if not, that's fine. Hope you all have a lovely remainder of your Sunday. Bye-bye!